Hello and welcome back to some more Star Citizen. Today I am here with the MISC Freelancer. Considering I had just done the Starfarer videos, I consider it only appropriate to continue with the MISC series. They are a great ship company. This is actually the ship that I would have bought over the Starfarer. It's got the same look to it, the same kind of aluminum, but it's much smaller, much more maneuverable. It has a length of 32 meters. It weighs 26 metric tons. It has a max crew of 2 people apparently, although it can take 5 or 6. And it has a cargo capacity of 52 cargo units, which is pretty average for a smaller sized ship like this. It's got 2 Tier 5 engines. It's got 8 Tier 2 maneuvering thrusters. It's got a size 5 power plant. It's got 2 size 2 pylon mounts for the missiles. These would be, assumably, lots of these. These would be. It's got size 3 missiles as well. It's got 2 size 2 turrets, apparently. This is all according to the RSI website, but what I'm seeing here is a little bit different. Because these are size 3. It's got a manned turret as well at the back. Size 5 shields. So it's pretty well equipped for how big it is. I just love how it looks. So, just taking a look out here on the outside, you can see this big trademark nose that it's got. You kind of know it's a Freelancer because the front of it's just so, like, fat. It's cool. The flashlight doesn't do anything. That's okay. That is presumably a maneuvering thruster, although it looks a bit broken. Coming around here, this is a way to get in. We'll deal with that later. Got these really cool landing gears. Now in the old Freelancer, it used to be a ladder going up on the main landing gear, but that didn't really work too well because, you know, you couldn't get through when the door was open, and it's just a real mess. So they got rid of it. These guns are fantastic. They work so well. These engines, they're also supposed to rotate depending on like what direction you're going. I haven't actually seen them rotate on the new one though. In the the Freelancer, in the trailer they had years ago, they had the engines rotate. But that was also the old model, so it's hard to say. Again, we got really cool landing gear mechanisms here. Absolutely fantastic. It's actually a pretty big ship, if you look at the scale. Probably about 2.5 of me tall. Maybe 3 at points. But anyway, you got more missiles here. You got these engines. Look great. I just love the material on this ship. It's fantastic. It's so good. It's a little bit shiny in this hangar, but I couldn't deal with the other hangar. It was bugging out, and my FPS was all over the place, and just couldn't do it anymore. So I had to switch to a better hangar, because the standard size Revlon York was disabled for me for whatever reason, because I had the Starfarer in my account for whatever reason. But enough of being out here. Let's hop inside. Let's hop in the back, though. So let's go. Run, run, run. It's pretty small compared to the Starfarer because, I mean, it takes 10 seconds, not even, like 5 seconds to run the length of this thing, whereas it took 30 seconds to run the length of the other one. Classic massive ramp that comes down still. You can't have a Freelancer without that. Coming in here. Let's close this. Oop. Really cool hydraulics. think I have to use this button. I was really impressed with how that looks. It's fantastic. Right up here we have the turret. Actually, we can probably just get in here right away. So while we're up in here, get a fantastic view of the hangar, actually. Probably the second favorite hangar of mine, behind the Revel in York. Nice lens flare there, actually, if you look at that. No, but the turret, it's good. The only thing, because I've used this turret before in-game, and this hump is a pain in the butt, because if the enemy is, like, in front of you, you can't shoot it because this hump is here. You have to tell your pilot to go down or rotate or something so that you can actually shoot the guy, because, pardon me, you can't shoot in front of that hump at all. Just coming out here. Fantastic view of the ship. Again, I absolutely love the material this thing is made of. But the turret does really well in the back. Alright, let's hop out. So coming along here, what does that say? Turret access, okay, stand clear. So obviously the turret would come down. You don't want to stand there, you'll hit your head. Some clips here, clipping your cargo. It's got the standard magnets that all of these cargo ships have that will allow you to hold your cargo down. You see the nice Freelancer logo there, just in case you forgot what ship you bought. So presumably as well you'd put your cargo in the middle, which would leave the edges for you to run around. So you can get to the back or get to your turret or whatnot. Some nice lights. I just love the way this thing looks. Just the color schemes and whatnot. I don't know how to describe it, but it's cool. Again, the detail on this is amazing. Got these, the mesh here. Caution fire. I don't know what is on fire though. But anyway, let's head inside. So actually, we saw another quick video from RSI. Can't access that. But cargo can go in here too. Small cargo pieces. So it's cool. So you can have like your whatever in there, and then maybe your plants, or I don't know, like an animal or something in here maybe. I don't know. Depends on what you're hauling. You can put it in here though, just not anything big because it has to fit through the door. Docking rings. Presumably you would be able to dock with something. I don't know what, but let's keep moving. So this has had a major overhaul for the better. This used to be where that ramp was with the landing gear, where you would actually come into the ship from the front. And it still says stand clear actually, because this is a door. I don't think it opens though. Oh, it does. Look at that. You can actually use it. No, but this way of getting in and out of the ship is way better. It's far more space efficient. Just works out much better for the ship. I don't know if I can close it though. It's the thing. Do I have to click that? No, I don't. That's not what I want to do. I can't just walk into the ladder either. I have to actually use it. So I guess that's open for good now. That's okay. I don't know what I just did. Oh, that's how you open it. You have to click on the screen. So that ladder will come in. That'll go down. As you can see it, you know. Anyway, that's enough of that. Got 4 beds, yep, 4 beds. Stop. Anyway, 4 beds. Have 4 crews sleeping at a time. I'm gonna hop in one. They don't look incredibly comfortable. They look more like a room, a padded room of sorts. But you have also got your screen so that you can potentially monitor your ship, maybe watch a movie, whatever you want to do. Out of here. Can we potentially hop in another one? That we can. What was that sound? I don't know. So again, same kind of view. Can't go third person or anything. Oh, look at that. It's a poster. I want you to join the Navy. And this is the brilliant part, the cockpit. So in here, it's very Starfarer-like, but much smaller. As you can see, I'm actually kind of a decent size in here. But the big thing it's got is it's got the same kind of size of front window, but it's also got these top viewing windows, which work wonders in space, let me tell you. So let's take a seat in the front seat here. So like I said before, oh, we're on. You got better viewing angles in this thing as opposed to what you had in the Starfarer. But again, the Starfarer is more of a space trucker, so is this, but this is smaller, so presumably you'd have better viewing angles. I guess that's kind of contradictory though, because if you look at the Idris or the Bengal, you have the massive windows on those things. But anyway, you have the side windows, so you can see everywhere. You're closer to the window, so you can kind of see more up and down. And as well, you have the roof up there, so you can see what's right above you. Or alternatively, you could even flip the ship upside down, and then you could get a look at what was below you before, I guess. But again, we know for a fact that the face might appear there as you're landing in at a landing zone, but presumably it could appear on any of them. I don't think it matters. But loads of buttons, loads of controls, because you don't have that overhead panel like you did in the Starfarer. Let's take a look at that other seat. Oh, hello. Alright, let's hop in here. Oh, and if you look, there's no steering column on this one either. What's that say? Hardware processor. No, but if you look, this one on this side has less like buttons on this side, and also the screen, it has one big main screen, which would make sense because you're doing shields and whatnot from this one, from this seat. And you don't need to be flying the ship. Flying happens from that side, not this side, and that's why you don't have the steering column. But that's kind of also freaky. I mean, what if your pilot was having a medical emergency or something, and he passed out or died or something, and then no one's flying the ship? I guess someone could lean over and maybe cut the power. I mean, if you're the one monitoring the power, you can turn off all power to the thrusters, but I mean, even then, would you just keep going, or could you actually stop the ship? What would happen? Take a seat in these. And again, this would be more of a power monitoring station than anything. But you get a good view of everything because you can see out of the top in your peripheral vision. Musashi Industrial Starflight Concern. Classic. These lights are so bright though. Maybe it's the hangar. I don't know. Let's take a seat in the other one. And again, it's the same thing. I want to see how the buggy fits in here. Let's do it. So run all the way back here. Let's go grab it. Where do I get it from now? It's one of these. Oh, there we go. How's it fit? Will it fit? That is the question. Okay. There we go. Fits very well. Close it up. Ready to go. And I mean, we also saw in the demo that you'll be able to put the Dragonfly in here. But, hey, it'd be pretty cool if you could take your cargo and then land at a city and then take your car along with you. But I mean, overall, what do I think of the Freelancer? I mean, I think out of all of the MISC ships, it is my favorite. Simply because it's a very classic ship. You can't really go wrong with it as well. But if I had to buy one, I think I'd buy the Exploration one. I think that's the DUR. Simply because it is very maneuverable. It's small enough that I could do exploration myself, but it's armed enough that I wouldn't be in danger so much. That's kind of my thought. Or I'd buy the Max because it has the cargo capabilities, but I've also got the Caterpillar, so that doesn't even matter. But anyway, that's just my thoughts. I thank you for watching. Please stay tuned for more. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.